A very good day to you and welcome to the program. My dear friends, I want to speak to you about one scripture verse today, only one. It's found in the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 6 and verse 6. It says, godliness with contentment is great gain. Now, if you look at our Snowy, my horse, how does he look to you? Does he look content? Well, I want to tell you, he is content, totally content. He doesn't know what he's going to eat tomorrow. He doesn't even know where he'll be tomorrow. But he's content with what he's got. Some of you are worrying about things that are never going to happen. Jesus says, don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow has got enough worries of its own. You know, yesterday, my youngest daughter, she stays in the house just over there. She brought a little gift down to the farmhouse to Jill and myself. And it's a little picture. And it's a picture of a little baby. I think it's a baby girl because I think she's too pretty to be a boy. She's got a big dimple on the one side of her face. She must be about a year and a half. And she's in her bath. Okay? Her bath consists of a bucket, one bucket. She's sitting in the bucket. Obviously, it's full of water. And she's having a bath. She is smiling from ear to ear. She is more happy than a multi-millionaire sitting in his bath with the taps that are made of pure gold and all the rest of it. And he's so unhappy because he's got the problems of the whole world on his shoulders. And underneath that little picture, this is what she wrote. I wrote it down so that we can see it. It says, you are rich when you are content with what you have. I want to ask you a question today. Are you content with what you have? Some people have got lots and they're still not content. Some people have got very little and they are so happy. There's an old lady who used to live on this farm. Her name was Peggy O'Neill. I buried Peggy when she died. She was an intercessor. She prayed for me for many, many years, like 20 years plus. She had sugar diabetes. She lost one of her legs. She had blood pressure. She had cancer. But I never once heard that old lady complain. She always was happy. She was content. I knew a farmer. He lived over the other side of that mountain. That man used to farm in a wheelchair. That man inspired me like few people have. I saw that man. He was a huge man. But he had an accident and his legs didn't move. So he was in a wheelchair. He used to go across a plowed field on a wheelchair. I would have thought that was impossible. But you know something? When he shook hands with you, my dear friend, it felt like a vice grip. He had hands. His strength was in his arms. And when I said to him, how are you today? He'd always say to me in that very, very good English, he spoke wonderful English, I am so well, Angus. Thank you. A man who was content with life. You know why? Because that man and that old lady, Peggy, they loved Jesus Christ. He was their all to them. You know, George Muller started the biggest children's home in the world. He started it in a city called Bristol in England. Something like, 10, 20,000 children went through his home. He never asked for a penny and he fed and looked after all of them. When he died, he left a bed, a chair, a desk, and a wardrobe, and a few pounds in the bank. That's all he had in this life. John Wesley turned this world upside down. He left 6 silver teaspoons in his will, and 6 pounds, one for each pallbearer. That was it. Don't hang on to the things of this world. Goodbye.
We trust that you have been blessed by today's message. For more information, please visit angusbuchan.com.